Well, Megan, there's a lot in here, but it's clear this epidemic knows no gender, age, or socioeconomic status. 418. That is the number of Mainers who died from drug overdoses in 2017, a number Attorney General Janet Mills says is not good news.
Especially when other New England states like Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Vermont saw their deaths go down.
The total number of overdose deaths up 11% from 2016 and more than double the amount in 2014.
Many of them in the city of Portland, more than one a week in the city of Portland. Cumberland County, York County, and Penobscot County being the hardest hit.
An increasing number caused by fentanyl, according to the AG, a substance nearly 50 times more lethal than heroin.
So people are buying heroin, getting heroin, thinking it's heroin, but it's laced with fentanyl or it's pure fentanyl, which is extraordinarily deadly.
The Attorney General says although this opioid epidemic is an undeniably complex problem and one there is no silver bullet solution for, there are some things the state can do to improve these numbers. One of the most effective ways, increasing the availability of naloxone or Narcan.
31% of the people who died had Narcan in their system, so somebody tried to revive them, but just not in time.
She says her office has done their best to distribute the overdose reversal medication to all the police departments that will take it, helping to save 327 people.
It's a lot of people saved, so I have to think that the 418 would be even much higher had we not distributed that naloxone.
I asked the Attorney General if she saw any glimmer of good, any statistic that gives her hope that we are making progress in the fight against this epidemic. She said the fact that there was a lower rate of increase than previous years gives her at least some hope. Live in Portland tonight, Erin Dixon, WMTW News 8.